Hey guys, it's Petrus here again. I've just got another video about Nether for you. Um, this was a portal. I just started a new save. Oops, I'll just turn the sound off. One sec. There we go. Now, this was a new save I started up. Now, the first thing I'll show you is that I've got a mine here down to Bedrock. Okay. We are at, as you can see there, level 68Y. Okay. So what I do here after I've dug this mine shaft down to Bedrock, what you do, you come out, or what I've done here is I've come out to minus 8Z, right? So at minus 8Z, and you can see the sign there, surface gate A. We go into the Nether, we're at minus 8Z, 0X, right? You will have just seen that. Right, and we are currently at x0 36y minus 1z in the Nether. Alright, now there's another gate immediately in front of me here, which is at plus 1z. The reason why it's at plus 1z is because plus 1z in the overworld, plus 1z in the Nether, is plus 8z in the overworld because they multiply and divide by 8 the coordinates. So I'll go in here again. I'll go in here. Okay, and we're loading. It loads much more slowly when I've got fraps on than when I don't. Right, okay, and now we are at level 12, as you can see there. And if I want to, I'm ready to basically start mining. Right, now again, this is at positive 8 here, positive 8Z, positive 8Z 0x. Right, and again, we are at negative 1z, which multiplies to negative 8z in the overworld. Right, and as you can see here, we're back at level 67. I just jumped up 2 blocks. Okay, so, and as you can see, that works very reliably both ways. There's only a couple of very simple rules with this. The system isn't chunk-based, as I thought that it was. I made a mistake there. The system isn't chunk-based. However, there are still some rules with it. The first thing is you have to know the coordinates. You have to get the coordinates right. Right, in order to find out if you build a gate in the overworld here, you have to see where I'm standing. I'm standing negative 8 z and 0x. You have to divide that number by 8, so that becomes 0, 1 in order to z in order to figure out where to put the gate in the Nether. Now, of course, if it's on 0, x or z, you don't have to multiply or divide it at all because, well, you know, 0 times 8 or divided by 8 is basically still 0. Okay, so that's the first thing. You have to get the coordinates right. The second thing that you have to get right, and I think this is a really, really big gotcha for most people, and this is what basically makes it so that most people's portals don't work. you have to have every portal on the same elevation, that is the same level on the y-axis in the Nether. Now notice that I'm at level 69y here in the overworld. Where you are on the y-axis, that is vertically, in the overworld doesn't matter. But if you're in the Nether, you have to have every gate at the same level on the y-axis. The reason why is because the space compression, the multiplied by 8 space compression that the Nether uses doesn't work on the y-axis. The game is still 128 blocks high in the Nether, just as it is here on the surface. Right, so again, I think that's probably been the biggest issue that most people have had. The fact that they tend to build gates at different elevations in the Nether. I mean, as I said, you can build a gate at level whatever you like here and go down to Bedrock in the overworld with them still being on the same Y elevation in the Nether, and it won't be a problem. But if we have a look here, see we're at level 36Y. Right, now that means that it's going to ideally be the best situation for me now to build every other gate at level 36. Right, now you might be thinking that's probably not a good idea because that's so low down. But I got my initial gate brought me in at level 36, so I basically it actually brought me in at a bit lower than that. So I just decided to keep that. But yeah, hopefully that's been informative for you, and that'll help you figure it out. I know the guy who this video is going to be a response to. I don't have his username in front of me, unfortunately. Basically said that he thinks Nether portals are he used the word cranky. They're actually not. They're very reliable. As long as you get the numbers correct, I've never had a problem. But you do have to get the numbers correct, and you do have to make sure the coordinates correct, and you do have to make sure that all gates are on the same y-axis level in the Nether in order for them to work. Okay, I'll talk to everyone soon.